Good, good day, everybody, and welcome to the last episode, day 30 of You Can Heal Your Life. This episode is a sort of a conclusion of all the problems that you face. So, we spoke about problems with A last time. Now, she goes to boils, cuts, fevers, any sort of inflammation. She says that all inflammation is a sign of anger being suppressed. However much we try, it is ultimately a form of anger that comes about. So a lot of times we also say that we should not feel anger at all, but she says that it is a journey. So if you start accepting that journey, you would do much better and you will not feel that worried as much as you do. Next, she talks about cancer. And cancer, she always comes back to one thing: it's ultimately deep resentment or hurt that has been stored in the body for a very long time. So any form of that pain which is there and that has not been expressed in the correct way, that feeling of hopelessness, helplessness, somehow loss, all of this is often associated with cancer. She says cancer patients are often very self-critical and they may find a lot of problems with themselves, and that could be a key factor in not allowing themselves to heal. Next, she talks about overweight. So a lot of fat is considered to be a sort of like a protective shield around you. So people who are excessively weighted, they may be trying to protect themselves from any sort of hurt, criticism, any abuse. It is the moment you're stressed up, okay, the moment you're kind of going in the defensive shade, your weight goes up again. And even if you keep doing all these diets and you keep trying to reduce your weight, it doesn't seem to go down, or it goes down and immediately flares up. So she says that it's important to release that self, know that you are safe and protected, and you will start seeing that weight will also go down. Next, she talks about pain being a very clear indication of guilt getting stored in the body. Guilt in any place, okay, actually shows up as pain is her sign. Next, she talks about strokes. So, strokes are blood clots. So, again, when there is no happiness, blood is considered joy, like a flowing joy. So, if there is no laughter in the body, there is no, freedom in the body. She says a lot of times we would see blood clots. Stiffness of any type represents, again, there is only one way to do it. Okay, so if you're having muscle stiffness, body stiffness, again, this is very similar to the knees and the arthritic changes, that we do not wish to try out new things. We want to stick to what we already know. Next, she talks about surgery. She says that surgery may be required. A lot of times she advocates a lot of self-healing, but if it is required, then you tell your doctors, you tell your staff to, even while you're in a subconscious level, like while you're in the anesthesia, talk in positive affirmation. She says everything reaches here and ultimately your belief system is going to help you heal faster. Lastly, she talks about swellings and tumors. Swelling, she says, are any situation, again representing clogging and stagnation to the emotional thinking. We create situations where we get hurt and then we stick to those memories and then they start building up, and that's how you experience swelling in your body. And lastly, tumors are represented as false growths. We take any old hurt, we kind of try to shell it down, we try to protect it or envelop it, and we believe that when we ignore it, it's just going to go away. But this is not what happens. It actually starts reacting, we react to it, and it starts growing into something that can be potentially dangerous. So she has this book called Heal Your Body, which was her original book before Heal Your Life, and she mentions a big list of all the conditions that you could be experiencing because your emotion, there is an underlying emotion associated with it. Now, all these last 7 days, I have been talking about the body itself because it's a big chapter, and I wanted to include all the things. But I hope, on and whole, you looked at the entire book as a possibility of completely changing the way you look at yourself and at your life. Everybody faces problems. You, I, everybody has issues in our life. But when we start acknowledging ourselves, when we start loving ourselves, when we start accepting ourselves, we gain the strength to overcome these problems, to look at life in a completely different way. So, with that, I hope that you have somehow or the other been able to heal your life. Please do share with us if these 30 days have been meaningful to you. What has been your experience? We would love to know. Share the videos with others. If it's on the YouTube channel you're watching, please share the YouTube link. It's a request from our side. Please do help spread the message. And with that, I wish you a lot of success, a lot of love with light. Namaste. Thank you.